Welcome to a special edition of Flip the Script. This week we are talking about InfoComm because it's coming up very quickly, actually next week. So we brought in some reinforcements today. David Lawrence, who is our VP of Sales and all things sales. So let's welcome David to the team. Now we have David and David. So now we're going to have to clarify who we're talking to.
You want me to, I could be Dave today. You want me to be Dave today?
Sure.
I think with the hat, I should probably be Dave.
Okay, you could be Dave. I'll be David. Dave's back in the barn, but he's safe. Don't worry. We're not doing anything bad to him. He's not in any trouble whatsoever.
I thought he was going to be down in the hay. Sorry.
It's okay. But we're treating him well. So should we, hello everyone. Happy to be here. Excited for our InfoComm coverage. Yay. And look.
I think we haven't done this in a long
Fang
time.
looking good? I love that look, dude. Looks good.
Thank you. Came out all
really
right. Yeah.
It's pretty hip.
All right.
That's why I went into the barbershop and I said, make me pretty hip. And they gave me this. So
Yeah, and that just aged me a lot, didn't it?
and now I'm going to use it a lot. So we'll just bring it back. It's okay.
Okay, cool. I dig it.
There they are.
All right. So now I feel like I want to get Dave out here, so I want to rush into our first segment. So are we ready for our mildly satisfying moment?
Yes, please.
Right. This should be a fun one. I'm still not sure why we go to a tractor for our satisfying moments, but it's our thing now, so we're just gonna do it. All right. I hope you guys like this one. I thought this was really cool. You ready? No explanation. I'm just dropping it on you.
Got it.
Whoa. That's awesome.
Wow.
How did they do that? They're really good.
Incredible.
That's nuts.
It's hypnotic a little bit, huh?
That was
Yay!
awesome. Nice. That was so
That was
cool.
more
The kids liked it.
children in the audience. Slightly disturbing.
Oh, wait, I've grown up, so you could tell those are grown-ups clapping.
Those do sound like big hands. So
All right, successful segment.
I think it
Yes.
was great.
yeah,
And-
that was awesome.
So what do we do now? Oh, our next, we have a new commercial.
We do. A word from our sponsor.
We'll be right back after these messages. Unleash the power of Audio-Technica's legendary legacy in the enterprise arena. Audio-Technica is renewing its commitment to the Pro AV market with the new Dante-enabled wireless microphone system, Engineered Sound Wireless. For a deeper dive into the Audio-Technica ESW solution, please connect with your local farmer. Prepare to be amazed by Audio-Technica, where audio meets enterprise engineering. And with that, we're off to InfoComm. And we have coverage of our nice little hotel.
Nice and little.
Before we jump in,
When-
wasn't that commercial incredible?
That was
I love
really
that.
good.
I mean, I thought so.
When
Why,
you
do you know
go
who made
to
it, or-
InfoComm.
Not a clue.
Dun, 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 dun. Yay!
There
mean,
we go.
Yay!
I need adult yay. I
Welcome,
love.
David.
What,
I'm
is this,
ripping.
this is the best Airbnb ever.
Tote.
So are we Dave or David? Or Dave?
Dave's wearing the hat.
I'll be-
That's right. Informal Dave. That's
Yeah.
right.
Ela.
Yeah.
I like it.
A lot of people know me as formal Dave, but today I'll just be informal Dave. And by the way, the dancing that you guys saw earlier is actually I believe it's Filipino, and it's called Tinikling. And my elementary school, we did it, And then for some reason, I was at a wedding about 10 years ago, and I got called up to do it.
How'd it go?
This is good. Well, it's going to be shocking, but I had a couple of sodas, yada, yada, yada. The ground was hard.
No.
Oh no. Oh, no.
Tininkling.
Tinikling.
Oh, I like that word.
If we tried it like today, could you do it now?
100%.
We're doing it in
All right,
InfoComm.
well, I'm gonna go.
Is David InfoComm?
All of us will be there.
Yeah, I'll be there, and I'll talk to the local Tininkling clubs and make sure that we have representation.
Yeah,
And
This is happening.
and then and we'll have a day version and a night version, and then we'll compare the two.
oh, because sodas and stuff.
Can we
Right,
sodas.
can we live stream all of this?
I hope so.
I mean, we'll be at the
I
one
shall
place
flip
of
the
all the
script.
live streaming. Yeah.
Episode.
Yes.
Yes.
I like it.
I
All right,
love
so
it.
who's excited for InfoComm in Orlando?
I'm excited.
I'm excited.
Do you know who's going to be exhibiting? One of-
Yes.
Our favorite companies that we've covered.
I know. I told Fang we had.
We have to go. We have to go.
Like it or not.
That has to happen.
It's gonna
I
happen.
mean, yeah.
100%. We're
I mean,
gonna
now we're doing
crap out of that.
Tinikling. Yeah.
I
Exactly.
should have had some graphics ready. I should have had the We Had graphics and put it on us, but I wasn't prepared for the stream. But our followers, our fans who've been watching the stream know We Had.
Yes, they
Very
definitely know
familiar.
we had.
I might make my own Wii head out of cardboard and just show up wearing it just to see if
Yes.
how they take competition, you know?
Just stand
really
across
hope
from
you
their
do.
booth menacingly with your cardboard We
And
Had.
just try to fist fight their demo, you know?
Oh, I
Really
love it.
I hope all the flat people are there too.
Oh yeah. The celebrities in their ad campaign.
Yes.
Yeah, totally.
All of those.
I'm just gonna follow you guys around and see if you get in any fights over all of this.
Well, we do have one planned already. That much has been made clear.
Okay, good.
The rest is
Other
up
than
to
that,
you.
we'll stay out of trouble.
Yeah.
Truth.
And I'll just be heading from booth to booth looking for the best coffee.
Well, there's that. You guys want to hear something funny?
Yes.
Yes. Last night I was at an auction for this land conservation thing, and my wife asked me to go get a couple glasses of wine. So I'm in line for this bar, and there's a band playing, and there's speakers that they had put up, and there was an EAW speaker playing, and I took out my phone and I took a picture of this EAW speaker, and the guy in front of me in line looks at me and he goes, "Why are you taking a picture of that speaker?" And I said, "Well, I just happen to be the EAW rep." And he goes, "Oh, I used to sell a lot of EAW." And I looked at him, and it was a retired owner of a commercial integration firm in Seattle that I had been at earlier in the day. I hadn't seen this guy in 5 years. And he looked at me and goes, "David?" And I go, "Mark?" I go, because I'm being a nerd, we got to see each other after 5 years.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Are you taking a picture?
It was, which is a reasonable question. What
Yeah.
kind of weirdo takes pictures of other people's speakers? Well,
all of us.
yes, all the people that will be in InfoComm.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
exactly.
Yes.
Yes. So which speakers should they take pictures of at InfoComm, David?
Oh,
Dave, informal David.
Informal Dave.
Oh wait,
there's a
formal Dave.
lot. There's a lot of AC6s from EAW, the
Absolutely.
adaptive column array speaker that is, I
Are
think
you
it's
reading off a piece of paper?
no. I was looking away. I don't like to make eye contact when I talk.
Okay.
I let
It's
my
on,
hands
it's on the
move.
bill of his hat.
No, this speaker and this series of adaptive products have been crazily popular. And the thing about the column array is that they came out with this product and everyone said, oh, that'd be so cool if I could do it this way, if I could hang it this way, or if I could ground stack it, if I could do this, I could do that. And so that's what they're doing at InfoComm this year, is they're showing all these different ways that you can mount it, you can ground stack it. So if you're using it for production, or if you're using it for an installation, or you're hanging it, or you're doing wall, and so that's going to be their big thing. It seems like a strange thing for a speaker company to do all these accessories, but it's just going to answer the questions that everybody's been asking about. What are all the things I can do with this? That's
which booth is that going to be? I want to check that out.
That is the
EAW's booth.
5243.
Ooh, nice.
Were you reading off a piece of paper, Kelly?
Wow.
Oh, cool.
100%.
Yeah. I'm trying to memorize them all before the show, but I will not.
There's no need.
Yeah, use a
cheat sheet.
I made little cards.
I didn't get a little card.
I made them. See?
Let's see.
All the cool people booths.
Yeah, it's a secret until you get the card.
Oh, you can't see it, but yeah, you don't have to memorize.
But send me a picture. I'll put it up on screen for our viewers.
I'm just gonna get mine tattooed on my arm. That way I don't have to worry about any people.
Please do.
Hey Dave, can I get that tattoo reimbursed?
The first color, yes. But if you're doing logos, then I'm sorry. That's on the Fang budget.
I'll tell the guy, listen, I get there's a lot of flashy colors on this piece of paper, but we're gonna have to keep it to grayscale here. I've got budgets to worry about, Mr. Tattoo Man. Because that's where I go, Mr. Tattoo Man. That's my tattoo artist.
Mr. Tattoo Man.
So
is that why he became a tattoo artist? Because his name was Mr. Tattoo Man?
Yeah, he was definitely kind of, pigeonholed into one, profession basically his whole life, it's a sad story when you think about it, because, you're thinking back in elementary school days when you have the whole world at your fingertips. Poor Mr. Tattoo Man is just stuck to the needle, the tattoo needle.
Well,
that's not crazy.
His brother, Piercing, didn't really have much of a choice either.
You know what they did have, though? Terrible parents.
Right.
They had terrible parents for naming them those names.
Yeah. Yeah, his dad, Milk.
What does he do for work? Do we know?
Oh, yeah.
We don't? Oh, okay. Sure, I ask.
I love where this is going.
All right, so InfoComm.
Actually, when I first met Kelly, her name was Vadio Kelly, and she worked for a company named Vadio. And I'm like, what an amazing coincidence.
What a great name.
Except it was pronounced Vadio.
Vadio. I'm from New Jersey, so.
Blame it on that.
Yeah.
So, we're having a lot of fun here, but my big takeaway so far is the EAW booth is going to have some cool stuff. Yeah. And I have a feeling you all might know some other booths where there's some cool stuff I should go to. I'm not going to write them down, but I'm going to get your card. But so what else we got?
So I've noticed that this year is at least for the companies that we've partnered with, there is going to be a showcase of a brand new product or a brand new technology, but the focus is really going to be more about how do you use this product in a real world scenario, and not necessarily on the specific box that you see today. Take Q-SYS, for example. They're usually doing one of those booths where you kind of bounce around from area to area to focus on speakers or amplifiers or microphones or whatever it happens to be. They're going to provide an experience. This is something that they did earlier this year, where it's an immersive, because this is a platform, right? This is audio, video, and control. And instead of just parsing this out, it's how does all of this stuff end up being used in, let's say it's a classroom or a boardroom or in a restaurant. And so they're going to go through these different scenarios in this one space for about 20 minutes and give you a sense for how how you can experience this in different ways.
It's similar. Oh, sorry. I was just gonna throw in there. It's similar to what we had talked about, you guys, at ISE. When remember we brought up our text-to-speech thing. So our text-to-speech, the Farms text-to-speech plugin will also be live and in action there. So if you guys are
cool,
come see it.
It's a cool plugin.
Join the experience. I think it's about a 20-minute tour, but it's totally worth it because I experienced it at ISE and it was freaking awesome. And then one more plug for us on the Q-SYS booth, because we're giving a presentation. And by we, I mean Fang and me and Andrew, who's not here, but David will be there to hand out free t-shirts. So stop by Wednesday at noon at the Q-SYS booth.
Farm to Dangerous.
Farm to Dangerous.
Is that what the t-shirts say?
Yeah. Awesome. Let's see it.
Can you see it?
It's green screening a little, but we can kind of see it.
Oh, sorry.
Send me a picture and I'll put it up for our viewers in the editing.
Okay, cool.
I love editing. We could do anything. We could fix anything.
It's probably the coolest t-shirt that's ever been made.
It's pretty cool.
By Kelly while she worked for the farm. Promoting InfoComm 2020.
But you know what? That is really difficult to argue. So
yeah.
Once you get the qualifiers in there.
It's science.
It is provable.
Yes.
But as long lasting as Fang's tattoo is going to be.
Oh.
Dang right. If I have anything to say about it.
Maybe
Mr. Tattoo Man has anything to say about it.
Well, maybe you can get the colors as a temporary. So get the monochrome permanent and then the colors temporary. It's cheaper.
Well, I think what I could do, I'll do the monochrome permanent, and then I'll just get the card wet, and then I'll just lay it on my arm, but I'll have to make sure I really get exact. But I'm really good at that. Then I'll just sit on there for an hour, and then just rip it off, and hopefully the colors stay.
Do you just lick it and then put it on?
Because temporary tattoos work so well.
The trick is though, I can't shower with it, right? Or else it'll go away. So
that's a massive change of plans.
Well,
I think it's going to go away anyway because it's.
What's the
temporary?
What are we going for there?
Yeah, no, the funk helps keep the tattoo on.
It's funky Fang.
Well, you know what? Here's what I could do. Now that we're saying this early enough in advance,
I need an U button.
I'll just carve out space in my packing for saran wrap. I'll just saran wrap my arm. I could do the rest, no problem. We'll be fine.
Oh yeah, it'll look totally real.
Yeah, exactly. Because of the saran wrap.
Saran wrap.
I got I went to TwitchCon of all things. It's like InfoComm but for Twitch streamers, and I got a temporary tattoo while I was there, and I just played it up the whole time like I thought it was a real tattoo. I'm like, why is it fading? I don't understand what's going on. It's been a few weeks and it's fading. How often do you guys? How often do the rest of you guys get your tattoos? 'Cause I don't have any tattoos. How often do the rest of you guys get your tattoos refreshed? Every couple of weeks, or no, we don't get them.
Did
refreshed.
it once and it was a bad idea.
We got like Tigger or something. You got you get some cartoon Winnie the Pooh.
I have a 101 Dalmatian.
Do you have all 101 Dalmatians?
Just the one?
Just one.
One of the puppies or one of the.
Oh.
And it is paw prints behind it. And when I used to work at a restaurant, all of the Hispanic cooks would say that it was poop following Dalmatian, but they said it in Spanish, and I can't remember what the words are, but yep, that happened.
Were you
I don't know how to say Dalmatian in Spanish.
Of what you were getting? When you got...
Did you just wake up one morning and like, hey, look, I have a tattoo?
Or yeah.
It's a birthday present.
from
Disney?
Enemy?
From Jason Vorpal, ex-boyfriend a while back.
Oh, Jay
Shout
Bork.
out Jason.
Jay Bork.
Shout out Jay Bork.
He's just a nice guy.
Yeah. We'll see.
So you want to know what my tattoo was?
Yes, please.
It was on my arm, and it just said in big bold letters, "Me."
Love it. Hard to beat an accurate tattoo.
Me.
Sounds better
Sometimes
than
you need a little self-affirmation.
Yeah. There you go.
I had a guy I knew who had a tattoo like a name tag that looked like a gas station attendant, and it was Eric. It was right on his chest, and not the greatest guy, but probably the greatest tattoo I'd ever seen. It's amazing.
That is pretty good.
My one and only tattoo story contribution to this is there's this football player named Taylor Lewan. He played for the Tennessee Titans. I don't know who he's playing for now. But he's got a tattoo on his right hand, and his right hand is just a stick figure, and it's his right hand man.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
That's brilliant.
Yeah. He's got a bunch like that. He's got the finger mustache. He's got the whole bit.
Oh, it's good. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
You could do a whole.
He knows how to spend his money.
Right.
Probably cheap too, because it's only one color.
That's
right.
Well, I mean, depends on who you go to, you know. If you're going to some schmuck or whatever, or do you go to Mr. Tattoo Man? You know.
Right.
Always go to Mr. Tattoo Man.
I mean,
it's his destiny.
All right. So what else is happening at InfoComm?
What's that? So in a similar type of presentation, Audio-Technica has created their at their headquarters in Stowe, Ohio. They've created a commercial sound lab, and the intention there is to have any customer who wants call in and experience their conferencing solutions in a real world environment. And they're going to be kind of launching that, introducing that at InfoComm, where you'll be able to go into a room and call into the new engineered sound wireless products, or the AT&D 1061 ceiling array. So rather than us just saying, hey, here's a microphone, it's really cool, you should hear it sometime, let's call in and through the wonders of the internet, actually hear it from a far end with real people in real time. So like I said, this intentional kind of reposturing of these booths to show, you know, this is how it's actually going to be. This is what you're actually going to feel, see, hear with these products, instead of here's our shiny new box. It'll come out possibly in January of 2024.
Yeah, I love that trend, because for so long our industry has been about technology and protocols and you know, speeds and feeds and feature sets and I mean, it's interesting if you're geeks like us and you like that kind of stuff, but real world people, they don't care if you're using SIP or H.264 or whatever. They just make it work. And for a long time it didn't work that good, so we really had to cover the technology. You know, it was important which protocols and things we're doing, because some worked better. But we're finally at the point where all this stuff works so good, we could stop. I mean, some people have to pay attention to it, but at the trade shows, the focus isn't, this is 16% more efficient than our last model's bandwidth utilization. It's what Dave was saying. It's hey, here's how it's used in a hospital. Here's how it's used in a classroom. You know, see what it's like if you use it yourself. That's the world I want to live in.
Right. It's actually compelling, and it has context.
And there's going to be happy hours.
There's a lot of happy hours, Kelly.
I know. I'm excited.
I know. I'm this, and it might, you know, now that I think about it, it might kind of determine what happens with Tinikling.
Oh, you're right.
True.
I mean, would it be the dumbest idea to set up some Tinikling outside of these bars at the booth? Like, I don't know, let's say
where do we
on
get
Thursday,
the sticks? That's my only question, because I could do this. I could give you
Amazon.
some rhythm. I could bump, bump. We got to order them quick.
I thought I made it clear that I'm kind of in the know with the Tinikling market, and
okay. You have people. You have a guy.
Yeah. I have a Tinikling guy. A lot of people don't know that about me.
Like a longer word of tinkling.
Oh yeah, come on. Head, gutter, out. This is Tinikling. If you do it, you can easily become a national treasure.
Do you want to tell these guys your anagram of Orlando? Oh
yeah. So this is a true story, and why it's a true story, I don't know. But I was thinking about the word Orlando last night and what could possibly be an anagram, and I came up with Landor. it sounded like a word that was real. So
Yes.
I Googled it, and an Urban Dictionary result came through, and landor is actually a word used to describe someone who loves to suck armpits.
That's not a thing.
Yep. But it's an absolute, it's a thing. Of course it's a thing.
No, please.
And guess what? Guess
Please
what?
let it not be a thing.
You probably know someone who's a landor.
Oh, God.
I mean, chances are, David, you've met so many people over the years, right? How many people have you met? There's gonna be a landor in there.
Oh man, I'm crying.
Now it's just up to you to go,
Which one?
I wonder who the landor in my life is.
It's not me.
Have one.
How many landors are going to be at InfoComm? Like,
7.
what is the percent? 7? Okay, so I'm going to have to, all right, we have to pick them out. Can you tell by looking at them?
There's 8 people going from the farm.
I was gonna say, how many people from the farm are going?
So basically, the real competition is to find out who from the farm isn't the landor.
Oh.
Well, on that note,
How are we going to find out? How do you find out who isn't a landor? Do you just say, "Hey, come here, I want you to do something"? They go, no, I've fallen for this before. Not this time, Kelly.
anyways.
I really need more sound effects because none of these. That's not. No.
That's a niche need for sure.
So
no, that's not. It's not a new one.
Well, but
So
to me,
we
you talk
got-
to at the farm, I guess.
we got Tininkling guys, we got landor guys. I mean,
But
fingers
Kelly
on the
mentioned
pulse.
happy hour. I gotta tell because this is an amazing superpower that Kelly has. We're at ISE and we're walking around the trade show floor, and it's much bigger than InfoComm, but it's like InfoComm. It's a trade show. There's booths and cameras and things and gear. And Kelly says we should get a drink. It'd be great if there was like an Irish pub here. And she goes around the corner, and then there was a perfect Irish pub. She summoned it in the middle of the trade. I've never seen anything like it. It's like it was like there's not stuff like that. I mean, it was just, and we walked in, and there was pool tables. It was a pub. We got beers. I don't know how you did that.
If it's between just the ability to discover or create life-saving drugs and conjuring Irish pubs, Irish pubs,
Oh,
right?
Not even a
What are you
question.
gonna do?
I missed that Irish pub. It was so fun. It was on the trade show floor.
Just summon another one.
It's
in
out of
your house.
nowhere.
I will tell you where there's happy hours at InfoComm this year.
Please do.
At the Draper booth, P101.
Oh man.
You can come and see some ginormous screens with some really cool casings Thursday from 3 to 5 p.m.
Nice.
That's one. Hold on. There's more. There's a beer and gear event at the Listen Technologies booth. Also Thursday from 3 to 5 p.m. So you have to stagger. You have to go from one to the other. But don't
We'll
worry.
be staggering. Don't worry about that.
Well, yeah.
Oh,
the
pace
staggering
yourself.
fine. But what you can do is you can just bounce between the two, and no one will sit there and go, "Man, he's been drinking. She's been drinking a lot," because you left.
Exactly. You divvied up.
True.
Yeah.
And they're not that. I'm looking at the map right now, and they're not that far. apart from each other. And now that I'm looking at the map too, you can stop at Digital Projection and Salamander Designs on your way back and forth to check out all of their cool stuff.
Nice. Perfect.
Right?
What do they got?
Salamander has some really cool furniture.
Oh.
Well, they've got the new, so the new Teams format, right? 21 by 9. That's everyone's been talking about. 21 by 9. 21 by 9. So here's something cool. The Salamander booth is going to have a Teams room experience. Again, kind of real world stuff right here. Yes, they make furniture and they make specific things, but this is going to be the experience. This is going to be the actual application that people are going to be using. The Draper is going to be showing 21 by 9 screens. So and I believe 32 by 9 will be in there somewhere.
What?
So there's I mean, it's
That's
getting a
long.
little bit crazy with the 9s, but there's a lot of them. Heck,
Well, really, it's just the 1.9, and then it's the other stuff that changes, right?
yeah, there's
more of the other one.
16s and there's 21s and there's 32s, but there's always a 9.
Yeah.
Always a 9.
Yeah.
Except when you're talking about Visionary, who has the 5 series.
What?
Ah.
And the 5s give you the 4s.
They do.
Did you
They
know
give
that?
it fours.
All 3
Did
4s.
you know that, Fang? Yeah.
I did all 3 of them.
Did you know
So
that,
the-
David?
I wait, help me with the math.
Kelly.
Okay, so here's the thing. 1 5 gives you 3 4s.
That's not math for sure, but yeah, I like it.
Hear me out.
Go fish.
The 5 series is 4K 60 444. Standard PoE. You know who else does that? You want to take a guess? Take a guess. Nobody. Nobody.
Oh, I didn't get a
Nobody.
chance to guess. Okay.
It's fine. So
I was gonna guess Mr. Bigwig video gear guy.
not
That's
even
the
Mr.
guy I know.
Tattoo Man.
Well,
Does-
obviously not. He's tattooing, David.
So Visionary Solutions has always had a standard PoE device, but what the one step that they have been asked to take is to hit that spec, right? 4K 60 444, and now they can do it and still be standard PoE. Why
That's
is
wild.
that important? Well, if you talk to the folks at the Resorts World, when they were making their choice about what video over IP products to use, they found that they were going to be able to save somewhere in the range of $50,000 a year between a PoE Plus device and a PoE device. That's what? That's a lot of pluses.
And another
Learned
5.
so much about PoE like 3 months ago. It was more than I ever dreamed of.
Why isn't everything PoE? I love it. Because like for people who don't know, I assume we have a lot of techie people watching, but for those who don't know, you know how you take your internet cable and you plug it into your device and then you plug in a power cable? Imagine just the internet cable also has the power. Like,
What if
oh
you don't
wow,
have
that'd be great in the future. No, it exists, but they just aren't giving it to us everywhere like it should be.
Good
Am I
point.
right?
It's true. But Visionary is.
It's true.
It's crazy how awesome
cool it is.
Visionary Solutions is about that, because
Yeah, definitely.
one of the problems with that, David, is that keeping something cool and putting it in a small form factor so it can be standard PoE and all of that. Their engineering is, I mean, it's what they hang their hat on, and for good reason.
It's second to none.
Yep. It's true. And there's a 2. I'm just keeping track of the numbers at this point. So,
Yeah. Well, there was a 60 in the 4K.
well, I don't think I didn't caught that.
Are you writing that down? There's gonna be a math problem at the end of this.
I don't need to. It's all up here, baby.
It's Pony Boy.
And then we have Mersive.
Oh man.
Oh,
that's
they're
true.
a cool company. You guys work with
The
them?
6.
We do.
Those are 6.
Awesome.
Do you know them, David?
Yeah, don't they have like cool visual technology stuff?
Yeah.
Well, they mostly are going to be concerned about the wireless content sharing. So cool visual in the way that you can transmit any content you want wirelessly, as opposed to having to plug in a, long HDMI cable to your room's display. That's going to be the big thing. And wireless conferencing in the near future, which is going to be amazing.
Wireless conferencing.
Yeah, I know. Think
Yeah.
about that.
How's that going to work?
Well, you're going to conference wirelessly.
Duh.
Oh.
Bedoy.
You got that definition off Urban Dictionary. You
I
looked
did.
up wireless
That's
conferencing.
true. I also looked
Right.
up Bedoy too, so that was also there.
So yeah, this is the year of the 6 for mersive, because Solstice 6 is being launched at the show. We don't have all of the details of what that means, but the intent is to make the integration aspect of it and the connectivity aspect of it more intuitive. I mean, mersive is already the leader in that part of the wireless world. Just here's whatever device you have, we're going to be able to connect to it. And if you want to load software onto your PC or your mobile device, you can do that. Or you can use what is really an IP address to log in and do that. And they're actually going to create kind of step onto that with some other web-based features, and also they have always had a digital signage platform in their product, not necessarily going after the entire digital signage market of, let's say, the Orange County Convention Center. But if I've got a conference room where, when I'm not using it as a conference room, I want to have maybe a gallery of different projects my company has done running through it, I can actually have that being run through my mersive pod while on a schedule. And maybe I've got the conference room at 1 o'clock, and then it'll stop and it'll go to the presentation mode. So it's going to allow people to do those things that the corporate CEO or marketing department wants to do without having to buy another box.
Exactly.
Woo!
Yeah.
Go mersive.
Nice. Yeah, digital signage can be a little too complicated and expensive. So if it's just part of the mersive
Yeah.
solution, that's really...
Exactly. Yeah. We're excited.
Soup's excited.
So I'll definitely be checking out their booth. They always have cool stuff. I think they're probably beyond that now, but when I used to check them years ago, they had these cool remote controls that would move things around on the displays from one to another. The shared content. It was
Right.
very
I remember
Right.
that.
like Minority Report, that movie with the
Yep.
Tom Selleck.
Tom Selleck.
If Tom Selleck was
Oh
a
my
Minority
God.
Report. Whoa.
His
Can we
red Corvette.
recast Minority Report with Tom Selleck instead of Tom Cruise? I would watch
We'll
that all
use AI
day.
to do that.
As Magnum PI in
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
oh,
Uh,
that'd be amazing.
In the same,
know,
the Magnum PI wardrobe
Oh,
in
100%.
Minority Report.
well, wait, do
Yeah.
you want him in his Magnum PI era or in his reverse mortgages era?
Oh, well.
I don't know if you guys get those commercials. I'm in South Florida, so I get a lot of commercials. Reverse mortgages. I'm Tom Selleck. I wouldn't lie to you. We're not trying to steal your house.
But if we get your house out of this, I get more money.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a bad thing.
Yeah. Why wouldn't you trust me? I'm Magnum PI.
Why don't you trust me? I'm in Blue Bloods.
I was on Friends.
And
That's
3
what-
men and a baby.
Mhm.
That's what I think of when I think of Tom Selleck.
That's
Wow.
funny. It's perfect.
Guess who's turning 25?
Tom
Ooh,
Selleck?
No.
Not Tom
Listen
Selleck.
Technologies.
what?
Wow.
Wow.
That's cool.
Yes, they are. And they're going to be celebrating at their booth. They're going to be doing a few different festivities, including the aforementioned beer and gear event on Thursday from 3 to 5. They're
Nice.
also going to be releasing a new product, a brand new product using their technology. It'll be an ADA compliant product. It will be able to be used in multiple different markets and applications. We can't get into exactly what it is right now, but I highly encourage you to swing by the Listen booth to learn a little bit about what it is. It's not every day that an assistive listening system comes out brand new.
Sure.
Yeah, mark your calendars, folks. You get to celebrate a birthday. You get to see a new product. Did I mention you get beer?
And you get to hang out with Mikey. She's cool. She was on our show.
That's true.
She was
Mikey.
Remember, she was the one that had the corned beef and cabbage issues.
Like an IG or a GI.
No. She like left it in the trunk and
Oh no.
Wasn't there like there was also at one point it was almost was a house fire.
yep, truth.
Wasn't that in there too?
Because
That
of
was
corned
wild.
beef.
Because of corned beef, yeah.
Or cabbage, or both.
perhaps.
Yeah. Cabbage fires, that's a big thing around here too.
That's so.
Always been problematic.
Isn't it usually wet?
Yeah, there's Tom Selleck commercials warning you how to stay away from cabbage fires.
Is it just Tom Selleck saying stop growing cabbage? Eat something else?
Yeah. Look, yeah.
That's
Or
not the
just
worst
get a
idea, Tom.
reverse mortgage. And
Yeah, there you go.
A reverse cabbage mortgage or something. I don't know.
Reverse cabbage.
Cabbage.
As long as he's not a landlord.
You know, celebrities are a weird breed. You never really know with those two people, you know?
Well, on that note, do we have any other InfoComm must-sees?
I will always remind people about the Tone Fit case from Leon.
Absolutely.
Oh, they have the cool Airstream too.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
And they give away these cool, like, fancy matchbooks.
And they just have the kind of cool aura.
Yeah.
You know, I think
Yeah,
Noah,
cool
it comes
kids.
from Noah.
Yeah.
Noah Kaplan is he's the kind of guy you see and you're like, I want to hang out with him. He
Or
probably
like,
does fun
I
stuff.
want to be him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Except he's a guy, but you know what I'm saying.
No, like sort of. So the Tone Fit case, David, have you ever heard of this?
I don't think so.
Or the Tone Case Fit?
Yes, you have. We had
Yes.
Joel on.
Yeah.
Oh yes. Okay. Which one was that?
That was the ones you put in the pharmacy.
Yeah.
Anyways, go ahead, Dila.
It's a sound bar for your sound bar.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yes. Oh, I do love that. That was
Yes.
very cool. It makes it's like a little case for them that makes them fit exactly with the monitor, so everything's nice
Right.
and square and flush. I like it when things look like they're on purpose, and a lot of times AV doesn't look like it's on purpose. It looks like we made it work.
And
Yeah.
a lot of those sound bars, it's you know, people are paying good money and you still see some wires hanging down to the sound bar, and and sometimes it's just because that's the way they had to mount it, and sometimes it's because there's that little bezel outcropping that they have to drop it. Regardless of the reason, the Tone Case Fit to your point, it makes it look like everything's disappearing and they did it on purpose.
I was hoping he was going to say fit this whole time, and I'm glad Kelly said it. Because you were going so long without saying the word fit, and I'm like, just say fits.
Just fit.
I really tried hard.
I appreciate your efforts, but hey, that's what it does, though. That's the whole point of it, right? Is
Yeah.
that it fits perfectly with whatever display you got, and that's a really cool thing. Especially like David said, it shows an intentionality to it that not a lot of other solutions have. So
Yeah, nothing against our AV industry. It's just hard. Everything is custom. Every room is different. We don't have one solution fits all. You could just it'd be great if you could just, I don't know, if Apple just had like an iPad, magic iPad that worked in all rooms that we could just put it in, but everything's got to be custom. And sometimes it's like, oh, with this wall, the way things are, we're going to have wires coming out. It's just, we just live with it. It's not the end of the world, but it is nice to work in a nice room where the wires are hidden and everything's flush.
I agree.
And Salamander and Leon do such a great job of concealing any of that, right?
Yep.
Even the best contractors, you're going to see something, especially, you know, us AV people, we're always looking for that one thing, right? The one thing that's out of, it's not square, or I can see a wire, Leon's, the edge frame, right? That goes around a display and just hides all that wiring. The strut walls from Salamander that bring all of the cabling down without having to see any raceways or anything. I mean, these guys are really thinking of cool ways to create elegance, right?
Hide the ugly.
Hide the ugly.
Exactly.
And
is that a cat?
I think it's a cat. I hope it's a cat.
You wanted to say hi.
Hey, Loki.
Yeah, little Loki.
What's your cat's name?
Loki, God of Mischief.
Loki.
Yes, love it.
It's not Jaime.
Hi, who?
Never mind.
I'm not going to say that was a good joke. I'm not going to say it's a bad joke.
I love
Jaime,
inside jokes.
Loki, Jaime, Loki. Never mind.
I think we got it though,
yeah. I get it now. I need help sometimes.
It's a slow burn.
Yeah, exactly.
This is terrible.
I'm paying attention.
So here's something kind of fun that digital projection is doing. They're coming out with their biggest, like physically and brightness wise projectors ever. They've got they've got this one of their Titans, right? The big 3-chip DLP projectors. They've got a 41,000. Their M Vision, which is their single chip high bright projectors, they've got a 27,000. So they've got these incredible new products for that can be used in these large scale projects. And then at the same time, they're showing their newest modular satellite product, which is, as you guys may have discussed in the past, a projector light engine that actually connects via fiber optic cable, a specially made fiber optic cable, to basically a projection head. They've actually made smaller projection heads.
2 pieces.
Yes, and the places that you can put these 25,000 lumen projectors are in like tight 18 by 18 inch spots, and oh, by the way, use 110 power and not have to worry about like super loud fans where where a traditional projector just won't work. So it's going to be fun to see the big stuff and the really small stuff delivering crazy bright, great color, and fit in these 2 different types of environments. It's going to be really fun to see what they do. Yeah,
absolutely. I think I saw that one of those at, was it last InfoComm? I think they had that. I almost said light pipe, but I know it's not that exactly. But yeah, just like the light engine to the projector head concept is very cool. Very cool. Like the idea that you can remotely handle all the big stuff elsewhere, keep your projection small and compact and fit in whatever space you want. That's a really cool idea.
And that light cable, that the fiber optic cable that they have, that they make, they can do that up to 100 meters.
Wow.
Whoa.
Which is ridiculous.
That is insane.
It's like a race.
It absolutely is.
I guess a dash.
Depends on how fast you run it.
It's a convention hall. I mean, you could be all the way across the arena from wherever you're projecting.
That would be cool. They should do that. They should just like run it through the middle of the aisles,
and
then put it at the very beginning.
And then
the best part is no one will step on
across from it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, no, that's the thing no one will chip on during the happy hour. Just a gigantic fiber optic cable.
We could use it to create the Tinikling.
Let's fold it in half so we can have
They would totally love that. Because the cable's so cheap, they're probly just thinking
Right.
on the spot.
I'm really going to be disappointed if there isn't some tinkling at this event.
We have Juice Goose.
Oh, our friends at Juice Goose. They'll be showing off some of their really their IP controllable products, which, as we know, we use all the time, especially in our Q-SYS environments, where we can, in one platform, do our power sequencing and any of the other things that we're doing with the audio and video network, all in one platform, on one screen. That's been a really important partner of ours for that reason. And then also their branded products for the integrator that wants to leave their own plate, their own contact information in that rack for the customer when they leave. You can have 30, 50, 100 of the power distribution boxes from them with whatever your logo is, whatever you want to put on there, whoever's phone number, email, website. It's a great leave behind. And a lot of those times that people want to put an extra plate, have a customized plate, it's just taking up rack space. Yeah, right. This is actually a usable product in the rack.
Just think, you could have like 100 chickens with microphones just staring back at you.
That, or if you're a really bad installer, you could put a different AV company's name and phone number on there.
I was gonna say I would normally opt to put David's home address there, so that whenever I do a bad job, they know who to go to.
Yeah, and a
Does it
picture
show
of
up on
Loki.
his doorstep.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. There it is. There's our drummer, Mr.
All
Drum
right.
Man.
Well, I think our time is almost up, guys.
Are we
Well,
ready?
thanks for having me.
It's been really fun. I
Yeah.
mean,
We'll have to have Dave back. This was too much fun.
you were
Yeah.
just a breath of fresh air.
And armpit facts.
And yeah,
That's just
I,
the one terrible fact.
I do have a Landors Anonymous meeting to go to. I hate to break it to
That's
But-
not very anonymous of you to say, but
you. Raise your hand if you're a Landor.
All David and
Fee as
InfoComm.
charged. Actually, you shouldn't raise your hand if you're not a Landor.
Oh my god.
you're just gonna cause a scene.
Keep your hands down if you're not a Landor.
Gross.
Not just me.
This is fun. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing everyone in Orlando. Everyone who's coming. If you're watching this and you haven't scheduled some time to meet with your friends at the farm or any of our manufacturer partners, please do. We're excited to see you.
Yeah, definitely.
So are we ready
Thanks for
for our
coming, David.
final thoughts?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. This is too much fun.
I gotta move my
Oh.
head a little bit. There we go.
You got
Okay.
it? Yeah, there you
I
go.
think so. Yes. Okay. So my interesting thoughts, final thoughts is an interesting fact today, and it's based on my excitement from seeing an ABBA cover band last night.
Nice.
So did you guys know that ABBA was first used, the name ABBA was first used by a food company that made caviar and pickled herring. But in 1974, they decided to let the band share their name. And if you didn't know, ABBA is actually short for each band member's name. So it's Agnete, Bjorn, Benny, and Annifried are the band members' names.
Wow.
And
Nice.
they're prior to being ABBA and getting their name from the herring, they were known as festfolk, which in Swedish means party people. I hope
That's
everyone
nice.
has a wonderful week, and we will see you in Orlando.
See you in Orlando, everyone.